Hey everybody, this is Grace, and I just did a video saying what was on my mind this morning. Well, I had two things on my mind this morning. And the other one was about older adults and going no contact with their dysfunctional family members. Okay, now older, as I was thinking this morning, how do you define older? Older than whom? But I was thinking that, no matter which way you go, if you say mature, some people would get offended. Some would say, well, I know people who are older and they're not mature, and there will be somebody who's going to have an argument with it, a problem with it. But older adults, think of somebody, I was trying to think about this, think of somebody who is old enough to have children who are adults, well, old enough to have grandchildren whose parents were not in their teens when they had them. Okay, got all that? So they have grandchildren from children who were not in their teens. Yeah, maybe that would be, definition, but because it's part of it, I'm using that as an example. And they didn't have kids when they were in their teens either. So, and I was thinking about this type. When you go no contact, now the reason I was thinking older adults and no contact is because when you get older, when I say you, I don't mean you, it's just a form of expression. But when people get older, they may have legal reasons that going total no contact with family members just might not be able to happen, like legal issues, say inheritances, along this line, and they have, or a parent that's in the, hospital, or if they still have parents, okay. And going, like I said, going no contact might not happen. Now, some people think, well, if you go no contact, you have to be totally no contact. I just don't see that happening for too many people, and also for too long. I mean, if they're younger and they go no contact, they can go many years before all of a sudden there's an issue like I just said, inheritance or lack of, or issues with who's going to take care of the parent or parents. What if it's your parents you're going no contact with, and so on and so forth. Okay, and I also was thinking that nobody should say what is worst, what is the worst reason, or what is the worst type of situation, family or whatever, that you're going no contact with, because for each individual that's going through it, it could be a big deal. But I was thinking about it would be tough enough for parents to go no contact with their child, adult child. I say that they were married to, one of them was, say the mother was married to a narcissistic man, her husband was narcissistic, and their children took his side and went his way, and it was so damaging for her that she has to go no contact with them, with all of them. Okay, how that would be very difficult. But what if there's also grandchildren involved? I would say that would be extremely difficult. Extremely difficult all around, just emotionally and all difficult. But I can't say it would be worse than other people who are, say, young and they're going totally no contact with their parents. Who can say? Nobody should really say. So, let's see, I have some notes written on this. Okay, people, they go no contact with their siblings, like I said. What about in-laws? Think about going what it would be to have to go no contact with the in-laws. Okay, now, for older adults, going no contact with their in-laws, like it wouldn't be both, of course. The other side would be the one going no contact with their own family, and you're going no contact with the in-laws. His or her family. And how that's going to be difficult too, and how are the lines going to be drawn, and who's going to you know, again, let's say that they have children. Who's going to do what and what? Oh, lots of different things, and lots of different reasons people can go no contact. But as I said, you know, when people are older, it's much more difficult. In that sense of to stay and be totally no contact. You know, where you hear a lot of I hear at least, a lot of younger people, they just say, well, just block them. You know, block whomever they're going no contact with. Don't let them call you and all this. Well, the block them thing is an online kind of thing. Okay, I guess you can block calls now. What do? You block them. And, you know, just don't answer the door. Just don't, whatever. Okay, but when you're older, you know that there could be a chance, something you have to be involved with. So you do possibly need to not have them blocked. Okay. I mean, I can think, my brain is just going fast, quickly, thinking of all the different things that could happen. You know, not all of them, but so many of them that can happen once you get older that you may need to know about. And plus, when you get older, you know, by then, you've had a really pretty good idea if they're going to change, or if they're going to have learned their lesson and never do that again. Because you can definitely see patterns that have gone over many years. And know that if you have contact with them, even low contact with them, that you may have to work really harder to not get triggered, to not let them push your buttons and draw you in that way, or get into their games of triangulating you against another one. But really they are having the fight between the two of them, and they want to pull you in to see if you're going to believe which one you're going to believe, which one you're going to take their side. You know, so many games that they can play. And when you're older, hopefully you have a good idea of how not to get drawn in. Okay, in that respect, you know, take care of the business, whatever kind of business it is, inheritance, whatever. Take care of that, but not be drawn into their trauma. You know what I'm saying? Younger is the different. And I think that's something that needs to be discussed, is the difference between when you're younger, you're in between, you're maybe in the limbo years, and when you're older. You see? Anyway, I'm wrapping this up. I'm getting sleepy. I think I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning. So, anyway, I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.